Well, it looks like everything's working. Y'all gonna have to chase me on the other one. Let me see if I can get over there. Let's see. Let me try to get y'all over here. Okay. Hey, Sarah, I think I've got some in the other one. For some reason, it told me I was offline, so I had to restart it. So I don't know how to go back and... Good morning, Christy. Okay, y'all were finding me. Well, I was like, it kept saying I was offline. I said, no, I'm not offline. How are y'all? Hey, 320. Hardnack, how y'all doing? Oh, I got me a new one. I'm going to tear your name up, so I'm sorry. Masonic Truth? Did I do it right? I hope I did. Good morning, Country Homestead Preacher. Y'all see, well, I guess the chair don't do justice. Look, y'all. Yeah, I'm in front of the fireplace. I got to try to stay warm. It's cold outside. Not Canada cold, but for Louisiana, y'all, the world's shut down here. Oh, so I did okay. Good morning, Terrell. I bet all of y'all are cold too, huh? I know a lot of y'all got some snow, dustings of snow, ice. Yeah, I was looking at all. Good morning, Michelle. Okay, I'm going to do it, Josh. Good day. I'm loving that, y'all. Yep, 12 a.m. midnight. You know, I'm learning time because of you, sir. I never knew what time it was except Central. I get all that stuff so mixed up. I never know. I just stay Central. I got to ask, Mr. Josh, what's the temperature where you're at? Good morning, Rockin'. Oh, is it Mark on here? I thought it was Sarah. It don't matter. As long as I got one of the McNeils, I'm doing good. Good morning, bub. Mine would be if I wasn't sitting here toasted in front of the fireplace, bub. Oh, it's Sarah. Well, where did I get Mark from? 21 in North. I'm telling y'all, there's something about this cold weather. Who? Do you want to talk about toes being pops? Now, y'all, I'm in my own house. Now, I don't have any heat on in the house, just the fireplace going. But this is what I do for my toes. Lippy can't listen to me. What did you say, Michelle? Me. I missed it. Put it back down there. I ain't touching this thing. It done said I was offline. You think I'm going to go scroll back? But I'm going to show y'all what's on my feet. In my own house. Because I'm cold. Look. Y'all, if I fall down, y'all call Buddy. Look. I got boots on, leggings on, winter socks. Flannel shirt. Whew. I can put some clothes on. And because you're limited. In the summertime, you can just only take so much off. You better be inside your house, hiding in a closet. In the wintertime, you just keep putting it on. Good morning, Raven. Oh, you said it's good to walk out into the snow. I forgot. Where are you at, Michelle? I done forgot. You was still picking tomatoes yesterday? Holy cow. We're going to try tomatoes in the greenhouse this year. Um, not just for our plant starts and all. I'm talking about actually grows what I call hothouse tomatoes. Um, I'm testing something out. Where the greenhouse is located, I'm real curious to see because the backside's facing the north, but it's pretty well protected. And I'm just real curious the way the sun is actually comes up and goes down in the wintertime hours. I'm thinking it's going to be successful. I'm thinking that now. But I'm gonna bring y'all along and let you see. It's not gonna be as good as a garden tomato, but it's sure gonna beat the heck out of them store-bought things. Oh, who am I missing? Oh, good morning, Life with Linda. Yeah, Hardnack. I shaped mine a little bit, but y'all gonna laugh at me. But Buddy had got me a little. I call it a craft painter set. It's it's to like kids would paint with little sizes, and they come like a 4-pack, and they're different colored ones. Well, I use the red one for my tomatoes, and I do the green for my cucumbers. I've tried to kind of that way. I'm not having a mark on them. I can kind of tell which is what. And good morning, Charla. And I self-pollinate. And then if it's the cluster ones, I just tap it and let them kind of, bounce a little bit. And I've had good results. Like I said, the last couple of years, we've not had many bees. We've had wood bees, boring bees, but and they're great pollinators. Don't get me wrong, but they need help. Good morning, Robin. All right, we got them coming on. Let me make sure this is set. I'm gonna have to pop y'all out so I can actually concentrate. If not, this eyeball's gonna get stuck over here, and y'all gonna think, "Oh Lord, what done happened to her face?" Okay, let me get this right. Oh, I see you, LJ Prepper. Okay, here we go. Lord help me. Let's see. Now I do this. Whew, there we go. I'm gonna have to turn y'all a little bit. There's a glare. Hope it ain't a glare for y'all. It's a glare for me. Oh, well, Robin, what happened was I went live. And then all of a sudden it says offline, offline. And I'm like, oh. And then by that time I couldn't tell everybody go look for a new one. So I just started a new one, and I actually text Sarah and says, if you can get to the old one or the other one, tell them go find me. Good morning, United. Good morning, Daniel. Kentucky. We got some friends in Kentucky. I don't know if you was close to let me get my directions right, southwestern Kentucky. Well, that's pretty country. I tell you, it's pretty country. Okay, no glare, good. Good morning, Lisa. Okay. Most of you know, but a lot of you may not know. Let me get oh Lord. Y'all hang on. I done messed up. Y'all just hang on a minute. Okay, I gotta turn this down. See, I'm trying to be sophisticated and smart like y'all and put it on my phone so I can see what's happening. That didn't work. It went off again, so I ain't gonna worry about it. Anyway, most of you know I just had oral surgery done last Wednesday. And as you can see, I'm doing better today. I think the swelling's pretty well gone down. Very, very tender, and I still got a ways to go. But I wanted to share with y'all exactly what happened. This time last year, I started getting ear infections. I started getting sinus infections, which was very unusual for me. And I'd go to the doctor. I'd get medicine. Well, the next thing I know, I lost hearing in my left ear. I mean, literally, if I closed this one or plugged it in, I couldn't hear nothing but like a humming, um, very muffled. Like if you were talking to me up close, it almost sounded like you was really far in a tunnel. So then I had to go see an ENT. Boy, a massive infection, he said. Like I said, this started last November. Might have been October. No, it was this time last year. Anyway, 6 continuous infections. Now, a little back history, I do have lupus. So anytime I get an infection, it compromises my lupus and it brings me into a flare. One time it was so bad it caused a virus in my heart, and I had to go stay at the heart floor for a few days. But anyway, they couldn't figure out, every time they did blood, I'd get on the antibiotics, blood count would go better, get off of it, back up. So then they were going to send me to a specialist. And in my opinion, hey, Andy, hey, Brenda, hey, God's third acre. I didn't see y'all. I apologize for not speaking. So during the time to get set up to see, hey, there's an underlying cause causing all of this. And then sometimes I just get swollen, stayed with a massive headache, kind of like from here over, It was on a Tuesday. And that's ironic that today is Tuesday. That evening I said, boy, I got a toothache. Maybe it's from all of this. And it was a tooth that had been silver capped when I was in high school. And y'all forgive me if I have to swallow like this. It's hard for me to. So it was a back tooth that had an old silver cap. And I said, well, I bet it's from all this infection. The next morning I wake up, which I hadn't slept good that night because it just seemed to just get worse. Well, the next morning I get up and I look like this. Well, I can't hardly do it, but my face was all puffed out. But he took off that day. And the grandson was home. He was sick. He was running fever the day before, so school don't allow you in for 24 hours. But he was much better. And I said, I got to go to the dentist. I mean, it was like fire shooting in my eyeball. So called, and within 30 minutes, boom, I'm at an oral surgeon. Super guy. I still say he was my hero. So he got in there, he did an x-ray. He said, look, that tooth's got to come out. I said, okay. Because at the time, I only had one tooth missing. And that was over here. And that's a funny story for maybe another time. But I said, okay, it's in the back. So, that's just what we're going to do. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord, because I have a phobia to not just dentists, but it's people up in my proximity of my oxygen tend to get me a little on the nervous side. I like it. I like distance, So I said, oh, it's going to hurt. I got all this going in my head, but I'm thinking that pain's so bad. I don't care. Just, pull it. He went in there and, I'm talking about before I could even take a breath, boop, the tooth was out. And something come over me right then. Instant pain relief, for one. And it was like a pressure that just like left the side of my face. Well, then I got emotional. And he just kind of looked at me, and I sat up, and he just leaned over and he gave me a big man, He gave me a hug, and the dental hygienist I believe, is his wife. Just by what she looked like, and in the pictures all on the walls, I assume that was his wife. And so he hugged me and he said, it's going to be okay. I was 53. thinking I'm about to, I just really want to cry like a 4-year-old. So he packs my mouth and down the hallway I go, and Buddy and my grandson's there waiting on me, and Buddy's looking at me like, why are you at? Because I mean, I'm holding it back, but this ain't, I mean, I just got tears running down my, because like there was this something that come over me, I couldn't. And I said, well, maybe it's just adrenaline, the nerves, the pain, all of this. Well, I went a week later for the checkup. Mind you, I had just got off the antibiotics again, because you got to get on and get off for the ear and the sinus and all. Y'all, I had no more infection. So many weeks of medication, many weeks of being sick. Within a week, I got my hearing back. Within a week, I could smell, didn't have a headache. What had happened was that tooth that had that silver cap from back in high school, mind you, I was 53 at the time, had got infected and it was seeping. What happened was it got abscessed. So when it got abscessed, that's where the pain came in. That's when I went to the oral surgeon. Well, that was kind of like opening Pandora's box, because pulling that tooth fixed, all of this. But then it created another problem, because at the beginning of some of my YouTube videos, I don't know if some of you noticed, but this front tooth right here, it had a cap on it since high school. Well, right past high school, I had a wreck. Well, when this caused the infection, it also caused a problem here, which made that cap want to start slowly coming down. Well, it had a hairline crack behind it from the pressure. So we knew that that was going to have to be addressed. So here we are now, a year later. I have one more procedure, which is the 20th, and I'll be good as new. But because of this, and because of what it caused, and I still don't understand why I never had any pain. There was no signs. But it caused a lot of problems. So this past Wednesday, because I had a couple of options. Let me back up. I had some options. I could have gone without the tooth because the tooth was missing, but it also, when he pulled it and all of this came down, the molar beside it shifted. So it become weakened. Of course, we already knew it weakened this cap. So at that time, I only had a cap to put on and that to be pulled. There was no way to do a root canal because it had shifted. So because of what the tooth caused, it fell into my major medical plan, not my dental plan, because a lot of you know dental plans are not what you pay for. They're not what they're cracked up to be. But mine happened to fall to major medical. So then when that was brought to our attention, I talked to Buddy and I said, okay, instead of doing just this tooth and then maybe risking this because of the damage it had done, I'm going to elect to go ahead and have the cap put on. But these two teeth, because mind you, they had to pull that other one 4 weeks ago, the one that was damaged. That left me with 2 teeth back here missing. And of course, this one that God rest his soul, but Buddy's daddy calls this tooth. It's a funny. So I elected to do the permanent bridge, meaning the implants. I said, well, they just gonna stick a tooth up in there, right? Yeah, no, that ain't quite how it works, people. Yeah, I didn't go Google it, so I had no idea that this was gonna be so rough. So leading up so last Wednesday come around, I go in, it's almost 3-hour procedure. They literally put these stem things up in the bone. So there'd be 3, right? Those go up in there while they're healing. So from last Wednesday to next Wednesday, the 20th, I got this rubber stuff. It's almost like a vice grip in my mouth, and it's extremely painful. That is up over all of this one here and these 2 here, protecting so that can heal. And then on the 20th, I guess that comes out, which it better come. I know it's got to come out because it's god awful looking, and it's like I say, it's like a vice grip in my mouth, just pulling. Then they'll go in and I guess screw those 3 little teeth in back, over here. Supposedly all is well. Thank you, Andy. I'll be 55, my birthday, Andy. Better late than never, Tracy. So I've got a few more days to go. They say that it'll be a little tender for a couple of days getting those, because they got to do a lot of work to get all this out to put that in. But I'm going to tell you what, I don't think it's going to bother me none. Not after what I've been through. Now, if y'all was to ask Buddy, he wouldn't have cared what it cost. He said, I ain't never been this quiet in going on a little over 20 years. That man's had a party in his own house. I ain't lying. He's been real. Ask some of these people that talked. Good morning, Allison, that talked to me a lot of the times. Yeah, Lippy was quiet. Well, to be honest with you, I couldn't talk for spitting. I don't know what it is, but it's tender and it hurts to swallow. Y'all try to swallow without putting your tongue in the roof of your mouth. It ain't happening. I tried. I had stuff drooling like I was a 9-month-old baby cutting teeth. You cannot swallow with your tongue down. I'm telling you, it's been a hot mess. Yep. Sarah on here, I think we was on Marco, and yeah, I slobbered all over the place, y'all. It was humiliating. I told y'all, though, I'm going to tell on myself. Lisa, I've been so doggone sick, girl. I'm going to tell you what. I thought, man, 2019 needs to get here. It needs to get gone. 2020 is my year. I even like the sound 2020. Don't that even sound better than 2019? Ooh, good God, has it been something? Oh, Robin, let me tell you, yesterday he come in and I felt pretty good. So I'm going to see how his day was. I'm going to talk. And I said, are you all right? Yeah. I said, are you sure you have a bad day at work? No. And I could just see depression coming over him. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, man, he had a bad day. And I looked at him, he says, you feeling better, ain't you? See, yeah. He said, because you ain't shut up since I come in the door. I ain't been home 10 minutes. Y'all, I about fell out after I wanted to throw something at him. I didn't have nothing to throw at him. I wanted to throw something at him. That's what it was. He went through a state of depression. It was like, she's back. Oh God, that hurts. It's hard not to be yourself because, me, I'm always laughing. I can't laugh. It hurts. What you ready for change, Christy? Did I miss something? Oh, Michelle, let me tell y'all, I just tell on myself. Your hand towels that you dry your hands with? Yeah, I'm laying those on my pillow. You know why? Because, Lord, oh, Lord. I need one of them pads, hospital pads that, them just like a dog pad. The dogs go pee on the pad. I need some of them pads to sleep on. I ain't lying. Because that stuff, it don't matter what side. I don't want to lay on my back. I'm afraid I'd drown. So I just lay on my sides and it runs everywhere. Yep. The day after my surgery, I know how because I was just hurting. I was on the couch and I kind of leaned over and I was going to watch TV. And I was trying to prop because it's something about pressure. Next thing I know, I was like, Lord, what is that? All that up? Yeah, Lord knows what it was. I done soaked my shirt. I ain't had no clue because I was numb up on my nose till last night, maybe this morning. Now I can actually touch y'all. I couldn't touch my nose yesterday. It still felt like it had that numbing stuff in it. Yeah, I've been a hot mess for a week. Yeah, Christy, I've kind of followed off and on that. Hey, Hodgepodge, how are you doing? Oh, Lord, we took 2020 for LSU. Huh? Oh, you talking football, United. Y'all don't know nothing about no football. I know there's a whole bunch of people on this side and a whole bunch of people on this side chasing this brown little ball, and they get paid a whole lot of money. That's all I know about football. Although if I made that kind of money, I'd chase that brown ball around. Sure would. By myself. I ain't fighting nobody. See, that's just it. I don't think I'd be a good what they call it, a sportsman. Yeah. I wouldn't make a good sportsman. I mean, I don't mind defeat. That don't bother me. But it's the rudeness and the ugliness. Yeah, I just couldn't just how do they do it? They I don't know, you do that or something with football? Yeah, it wouldn't be my elbows I'd be punching them with, I can tell you. So I'd get like black flagged or no, that's racing. I'd get one of them flags, they'd go sit me in the corner. I would not make a good football player. You got that right, guys. I'm telling you, I must have been bad in 2018 because, boy, he sure did set me on fire for a reality check this year. Good. Googly moogly. Oh, you picture me running down the. Well, I don't know about now. Years ago, before I fell, broke my back, I'd have been running. Now you'd see me high stepping. That's what I look like, y'all, when I run. This leg's are running and the left leg's high stepping. It's almost like kind of like how a kangaroo leaps. Well, I'm doing this, and see. I ain't even coordinated to show y'all what I could do. Y'all just have to just picture it in your mind. That's good enough. Oh, I'd be a great sports announcer. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I would, Robin. The more that I'm practicing talking correctly on YouTube and live, the better my vocabulary is getting. I'm not using them as they put bad words because, 8 months ago, if y'all had me being the sports person talker, y'all wouldn't understand nothing I was saying. It'd been beep, 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 beep. Y'all, I'd have had so many beep beeps, sound like New York City taxi cab drivers. Yes, Lisa, you're correct. United, I think I speak for every one of us. Thank you, sir. Y'all see, I got my contact in. I can read. Got a little bit of a glare in this area, but on this side, but it's okay. As long as I just look this way, I can read and be able to talk with y'all. Okay, Mr. United. I don't, let me tell you, last year, when I didn't have no tooth problem, I couldn't say that word. Oh, but I did say a word the other day that I've never been able to say, and I said it. Y'all, excuse me, I'm turning that off because I don't know who that is. Um, it didn't say no name, so obviously they're not in my address book, so I don't need to answer. They can leave a voicemail. Y'all ain't that bad. I figure if you're not in my contact, then you can leave a voicemail. Don't y'all agree with me? Oh, I love that saying, shut the front door. I love that saying. I also say, nope, nope, can't say that. That's right. I also say poop the bed. That comes out like 6, 7 times a day. But y'all, it ain't. It's the S word. Y'all figure it out. Boy, I'm having a hard time saying some of these words without drooling. Y'all see me drooling. Don't worry about it. See, I didn't even see you come on making lemonade from lemons, but you're right though. If it don't have a name on the phone, then obviously because I even got my doctors in there, the pharmacy in there. I got Home Depot, Lowe's. I got everything in there. So I'm thinking you ain't in my circle if you ain't in my contact list. Oh, hey Sherry, y'all. Oh, you think it was a solicit? Yeah, you think it's one of them calls? Them S's make me just spit. I can't do it. But boy, do I have fun with them. I don't know if I could do that on a live, Sherry. I'd have to change myself up a little bit because y'all, I'm going to tell you what, it don't take them long. They hang the phone up on me. They hang slap up on me. I have a ball with them. That's right, Charlotte. It's usually telemarketers now, but now this was a cell phone number because the only reason I know it had my area code and my first 3 numbers. I don't know though. I wonder if telemarketers can use cell phone numbers. I really don't know, but I mean, I'm thinking it was and it was probably a wrong number too. I get a lot of them, and nope. If there's somebody old up in here, old like 90, I'm gonna throw that out there. So no disrespect, but I get a lot of these phone calls, and they'll just say, "Hey," and they just blah 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 blah. Finally, when they lose oxygen and they take that quick breath, boop, I jump in. I say, "Honey, this is not JoJo. You have the wrong number." "Oh, I'm so sorry." They hang up. Boop, they dial right back. I go to say hello. You did it. Nope, you don't get that. They start all back over. They take a breath. Then you had to say, "Honey, you called the wrong number again." And then they stop. But usually the ladies, and it's usually ladies. I never had no older man call me, but I just laugh. I just talk to them. They lonely. I'm lonely. Buddies at work, ain't got nobody to talk to but the dog. So gives me somebody to talk to. Hey, Allison, what are you into the snow pattern like everybody else, Central East, or it ain't got to you yet? Okay, let them dogs out. It's all right. I let mine out before I got on here. Explaining his new calf. You talking about a telemarketer, Michelle? Oh, Lord, United, that's so bad. Poor babies. I just love to hear them when they start talking, pronouncing words. Y'all see, I'm being nosy. I'm not listening. I'm reading y'all's conversation. So, what y'all think about my surgery update? I think the takeaway from this is if something like this starts happening and they can't go to the dentist and get a checkup. Because 3 doctors didn't figure it out till that sucker just blew up in my mouth overnight. Oh, we talking about wrong numbers. The delightful college? What? Oh, it's cottage. See, I had to get my eye right. What do you, the temps are dropping like, what do you call in temps? You're not somewhere where it's like -40 or something, right? Oh, I am through the worst of it. Yeah, Christy. Allison, that's why I ain't been I'm afraid of dentist. But now let me go back too. Now think about this. And now I ain't got no evidence, no nothing like this. But a few weeks prior to all of this stuff happening, I had a cleaning. And the dental hygienist, I didn't know her. She was new. She was what they call a fill-in. The other one was, off. Leave of absence is what they said. Oh, you're in Georgia. Yeah, depending on what bouts, y'all supposed to be getting some cold stuff too. Yeah, Lippy's back. Where you been, L. Blake? I'm back. I'm on the road to recovery. But man, she did. When I tell you cleaned, it was almost like sandpaper. Boy, my old mouth hurt, and I'd go to brush, and my gums would bleed, and I said, "Something ain't right." So I went up to the dollar store and got some Sensodyne Extreme something. It's Sensodyne is all I know. So I get that. I said, okay, it's just gonna be. Boy, my mouth was tender like for a week. Looking back, now mind you, that cat been in my mouth since high school. Could she have got a little too carried away with that little stick, they get in between and do it? Could she have might have like pulled down? Not on purpose, by no means, crap happens. And left a little gap to where, food and whatever else got up in that cap. And then it just did what it was going to do. It makes me think that, because that's the only thing I can relate. I mean, all these years, I never had a problem. But, there's failure in everything. Nothing's forever, But it just always is, it's in the back of my mind. Could it have been? Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it didn't. Who knows? But it did plant that seed. And, when you plant a seed in your head and you give it attention, it's kind of like planting a seed in dirt and giving it water. Then it grows and it grows and it grows. Now, I'm not one to go get on the internet and find it out. I deal with it in my little box, because sometimes y'all know this internet will make you crazy. So I've never been one to go and try to diagnose myself, but I did. My mama had, now y'all listen to this. Well, there wasn't no internet, but she had encyclopedias, medical encyclopedias. There was this one book about this big, it must have had 5,000 pages in it. And I like to read all about it had to be something that sparked my interest. Well, I'm sick and I'm going to doctor myself. Now I'm a kid at home. Old books get stuck together, pages. Don't go and look in an old book and page 23 done got stuck all the way to page 26. So then you're reading your symptoms and the diagnosis and you flip a page, but you done flip 3 pages. It said you died. Yeah. You know how many times that happened to me? Because that book was so old, and I don't know if mama was, doing this to the pages and they stick like glue. I don't know. Yeah. But y'all, that's the truth though. I had all kinds of diseases in my head when I was a kid reading them books. And it was words I couldn't pronounce, so I just make up what it kind of sounded like. Over 2 inches of snow. Go build a snowman. Y'all, if I had 2 inches of snow right now, I'd say Lippys Calling. I just set what's that thing called? The tripod and the camera up. I just set y'all off to the side. And I'd let y'all see me make a snow angel, a snowman. Wouldn't enter in no contest, but I showed make a snowman. I can make a good one too. I'll just bear hug it and think I'm hugging my husband, and then I'd know exactly how to frame it up. Sure would. Y'all, he's out of town, so he ain't online, so he don't know what I'm saying. But there's this thing called replay, and Lord help me if he replays. What are we talking about? Well, go have a picnic. Enjoy it. I ain't got nobody to have a picnic with. I got my fire. Got me a cup of hot apple cider. I almost said tea. That was before the apple cider. I need a little pick me up. Good morning, Food Forest. Duncan, is it worse than it was yesterday for you outside, or is it better today? I haven't pulled the weather up on you yet. Y'all, I feel like such a weather stalker now because I'm learning where everybody's at. And so I'm plucking y'all's weather like it's not affecting me, but it's like I want to know, do I need to go rescue y'all from, 45-foot snow drifts? Are y'all drowning? I don't know. I'm fascinated with the weather where everybody's at. Sarah, go down and yes, Sarah, listen to Michelle. Come down and have a picnic with me. I'm by myself. I need somebody to have a picnic with. I'll serve you some soup. No, y'all, I ate food last night. Well, it really wasn't nutrition, if you think about it. Well, I did have another slice of my vinegar pie because it kind of just goes in the mouth and you squish it goes down. But I had steamed some young green beans, meaning they wasn't too big. They was just little young ones. And so I could break it off, it was tender, put it in my mouth, and there it was. Then I decided, okay, I'm going to do some like skillet corn, cream style corn, because that's soft. Well, you could just put it in your mouth and swallow it, Nothing nutritional really, but hey, it was food. Better than this, oh Lord. Soup and soft scrambled eggs and sherbet. Yep, that's what I've been living on. And I'm about tired of it. I've tried the oatmeal, and the oatmeal just floats. I don't know. There's something about the oatmeal, and I love oatmeal. It runs over because they don't want me putting nothing over here. It all wants to go to this side, and then you're trying to chew it up, and then it's getting stuck. It's just no. It's like a child learning to eat baby food. I can't do the oatmeal. There's something about it. It ain't staying in the mouth. Yeah, it gets old, Robin. Who? I call it it's almost like a brat. Is it called a brat? I may be saying that wrong, y'all. Brat diet? Brat. It's just bad. It's a baby food diet is what I call it. Oh, it's all right that you type slow, LJ. Hey, you gonna learn something. I talk fast, but I ain't real good on all that stuff, so you don't worry about it. I like it slow. I can keep up with it. What does vinegar pie taste like? Okay, to me, it's kind of like it's got the consistency. It's got that. I'm gonna spit on y'all, but I'm gonna say that word consistency. Yeah, I just spit on my hand. Of pecan pie without the nuts. It's almost got that pecan pie flavor without the nuts. if that it's gelled. It's like a congealed pie. I mean, that's the best way I can explain it. And you're not tasting vinegar. You're almost tasting, and then maybe it's the way that I do mine too. The vinegar that I use and the mixture that I use and the sugars. Um, it doesn't even have lemon. It's got a hint of a bite that you can't pick up on, but not a bite that bites back, if that makes sense. It's like you want another. It's just good. But I would say it is close to, yes, it's a depression pie. You and I talked about that United the other day. Remember when I on that pie post that I did. Um, and I've got another crust. So, because I don't know if whoever watched it, I'm not going to make a pie crust if I can get 2 pie crusts for 99 cents. And then I save my pie pans. And then when I make my own pie crust, I mold them in the pie pans and I put them in the freezer and they're ready to go. So if I take them somewhere, I've not lost a dish or worrying about getting a dish. So it's a twofold. That's what I do with mine. But yes, I'm gonna make another vinegar pie. A tang to sugar. Yeah, but mine has no tang taste. I don't know. I don't know. See, she called it the poor man's pecan pie. That's what that's what I was trying to get to. That's what my recipe tastes like, is a pecan pie without the pecans. And it's so good. Which when I make a pecan pie, I don't use the whole pecans in it. I actually not crush them, but I chop them so fine to where, because the nuts will always rise, to where it leaves a sheet, kind of like a crunchy topping. And I do a deep dish so I get all that good sugary yumminess of a pecan pie, and the top of it, once it starts coming up, when it's about the last 10 minutes, I'll go and put like 3 whole pecans in the center. So as when it sinks back down, because pecan pie rises and then it'll come back down, it'll stick for decoration. But I actually almost crush mine and make like a crust topping, because I really like the filling more than I like the nuts, and I love pecans. Bernice, I'm doing a lot better today. I'm talking. And so I'm well if I'm talking. Grape nut pie, very similar to pecan. Oh, you might need to share that recipe. All of us on here love, recipes, and grape. Wait a minute. You're talking about like the grape nut cereal? Because my daddy, he was a great chef. But if mom made like a peach cobbler or an apple crisp, like you'd put the crumb topping, the grape nut cereal used to come in a little white, and it was a small box. And she would take it and mix it in with the brown sugar and a little bit of flour and the melted butter, and she used that as her crumb topping. Now, I don't know, it's because it's just what was in the house and she didn't have, nuts, but she used grape nut cereal as her topping. I wonder if that's what you're calling a grape nut pie. Yes, I've made a mock apple for years, mimicking the apple pie. And I'll tell you, one of our favorite summer pies is a green tomato pie. It tastes just like an apple pie. I need to do a recipe on that next year. It is a cereal, but made like, yep. I'm wondering if it's see, that's going back in time. Wow, you just sparked a memory for me. Thank you, because I think I'm going to whip something up and using grape nut cereal. Thank you for that. See, when we get to talking about stuff, it makes us go back. There's something about the word memory has a profound effect on us because it usually sparks good memories. It is very good, Hodgepodge. Oh, good morning, Ozark. I didn't see you on. Well, y'all know me by now. I catch y'all after y'all done been here a while, then I'll find you. That tomato pie, I'll tell you what, I have fooled so many people thinking that it is an apple pie. I have fooled so many people on that. And I'll tell you, see, Felicia was, got to get my memory bank. She's born in 86 and 89. My ex-husband's grandmother made green tomato pie. And I didn't know it was green tomato. And being on a dairy farm, you had, we milked, come in, ate breakfast, went back out and worked, come in for lunch, and whatever you had for lunch, that's what you ate for supper. That was usually the routine. Anyway, I wanted a cup of coffee and I wanted a slice of pie. And I ate that pie and I thought, this is the best apple pie, but it don't look like an apple. Maybe she mushed it up. And so when I inquired, she says, oh, that's green tomato. I said, what? Because there was so many green tomatoes, they'd fall off the vine, So I asked her, would she teach me? And sure, she was one of the ladies that if you asked her how to do something, she would either stop what she was doing if she could, or she would get back with you as soon as she had that break, because it thrilled her to know that something she learned she could pass down. And I was like, holy cow, that was the easiest pie I ever did. And I have fooled so many people, especially when you got green tomatoes and they're not wanting to turn, or you're overloaded and you're tired of putting up the relish, tired of putting up the this or that. You can make a pie every week. Nobody would know. I will, Lisa. I'll be more than happy to make that green tomato pie. I love sharing nostalgic recipes, kind of like the pie that I just did, because when I get down or I'm confined, I always call it in prison. When I'm down, I feel like I'm in prison. So I was sitting there and I always get that box of treasures. I call it my mom's recipes. And I'm fumbling through it, and some of them are tattered and stuck in it. Vinegar pie. I said, ding, ding, I can eat that. Ding, ding, make a video. So, but I put the camera kind of far from me, y'all. I didn't want y'all to all up. I was black and blue. And I ate 3 slices, 2 that evening and 1 the next morning. And it was good. Lord. Y'all, I think if I could chewed as hungry as I was, and y'all know I don't like steak, no beef, I'd have chewed on a T-bone steak, half moo, I was so hungry. Now that's hungry when you don't like steak. I want to see it, just heart still beating. I'd have ate it. I was that hungry. I know y'all been that hungry before. And it might be psychological. When you're MPO and you're getting ready for surgery, oh, you're MPO, you can't eat or drink. And it's like your stomach starts growling at 2 a.m. in the morning because, it's 2 hours past the time that you were supposed to cut off. I think a lot of it's psychological, because tell me I can't do something makes me want to do it, or I end up doing it. That's how my brain works. Oh, is Rachel on here? Where are you at, Rachel? There you are. I had to blink my eyes to find you. You're right underneath God's third acre. How are you doing, Rachel? Are you doing good? I can personally thank you now. That's awesome, this collaboration that you started. So you're hearing it from my words, my mouth. Thank you. It's it's a beautiful thing. I hope everybody joins in. It sure makes you, you know, get rooted to yourself. You're freezing? Well, put some girl, I got boots on, leggings, winter socks sitting up in the house in front of the fireplace. I don't know though. It's still. I don't know if y'all can see. It's got a little flame. I'm gonna pile it up. Buddy got me a big box of kindling cut up last night because he knew I was fixing to let it rip. I be having that smoke boiling out that chimney, y'all. That's why there ain't no heat on in the house. It warms the house, y'all. Now, if I go to the bathroom, well, see, that's too much y'all, my business. If I go to the kitchen or somewhere outside of the fireplace, it cold. Well, I might as well tell. Yeah, it cold in the bathroom when you got to sit down in that cold. Oh, Lord. Sometimes I wished I had the heat on the other side of the house. But I don't. I just suffer through it. That's like growing up, y'all. We had we call space heaters. They run off natural gas, but they were space heaters, big old metal space heaters. And we had an attic fan in the summer, to draw wind in the hallway. And then we got window units. But anyway, back then you had them nylon gowns. Well, you get all toasty, and once you got toasty, you slid yourself in between them sheets, and you ready for bedtime in the winter. Well, don't think if I just back up another little inch, it gonna get me even extra toasty, and I can run and crawl up in the sheets. No, you're gonna get a blistered butt. Y'all, nylon, when it catches heat, it shrivels up like glue and it sticks to you. Woo! Let's just say I learned my lesson quick when I was trying to peel that nylon gown, and all my daddy kept saying was, I tried to tell you. Mama say, Donise, you hard-headed. You just like your daddy. Yeah, my mama always, you just like your daddy. I was too. Hard-headed as the day was long, I was hard-headed. But I learned you don't back up to no fire with a nylon gown, or was it rayon? Now, whatever material it is, y'all, that I don't know, it's silky like stuff. Now we're all cotton pajamas. I'm ready for anything. It don't matter what it is. I can run out the door and be fully clothed at any given moment. It scarred me, y'all. It scarred me. It is nylon. Okay. I thought it was. Yeah, static cling at its worst, Lisa. I'm through with you. Talk about static cling. Oh, it was static cling, all right. Blistered me. Wait a minute. And you got your hands free to type all that, Rachel? You sure you're right over here, my neighbor in Texas? Toboggan, sweatpants, shoes, a jacket, a hood. Did you travel somewhere else? You got to be kidding me. Child. Yeah, don't put nothing else on. You ain't gonna be able to see or type. I bet you, Rachel, is everything covered except your eyeballs and your fingers? Yeah, I was headed that way this morning. I was like, Lord, I got to wrap up. Well, then I wrapped up in a blanket, and I'm like this. You can't drink coffee if your hands are all locked up. Yeah. I said, well, fireplace got to go. Okay, go feed them chickens. And y'all have a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love cotton. Love cotton. I wish I could grow cotton, y'all. Just because my mama worked in a cotton field. And I don't know. It's a beautiful thing. It clothes many a people. You know, it's just not just cotton. It's just not just a plant. It to me, it's what it represents. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I have shorts and oh, you 20 degrees and you got there's something wrong with you, Sarah. That got some. Do you have blood? I just need to know. I done called 3 times of pneumonia. Y'all, did y'all see she's half closed and it's 20 degrees. Oh, y'all have cotton over there 320? I don't know where over there is, but oh, it grows well in Oklahoma. Oh, I know in South Louisiana, my mama worked in a cotton field. And and so she would, you know, the stories that she would tell and then I thought, well, that's just kind of cool. It's prickly and it pinch you. And she was like, mm-mm, no, no, no. And she'd take a ball and she'd stretch it. And I thought, that looks like that stuff she used to stick in my ears with mineral oil. And until she started explaining to me, you know, she'd touch my clothes and she'd do, and it, as a young child, you hear the true depth of things. It gives you a greater appreciation for just life, you know, just life. Oh, well, of course, Robin, it's 81 degrees. Sarah, go up there and see. Sarah's 20 degrees and she's ready for Florida. Go hang out at the beach. Us women, we crazy. I'm telling you, we crazy. Oh, how cool. You can see it out your. Where was we? We was going to the picnic. Yes, going to the picnic. I don't know what state we was in because we went through like 4 states in 10 minutes. I think we was in from Arkansas. We went into, did we go into Illinois? We went into Tennessee, ended up in Kentucky. I don't know. All I know is there are 4 states that connected like really close. But anyway, when you crossed over into one or the other, I don't know exactly which one. There was cotton fields. That was the pretty, and the coolest thing, I didn't know that they were wrapped like hay bales. I'm not talking about bundles. I'm talking about hay bales. That was the prettiest stuff I ever. It was just like a big ball of white cloud. It was just beautiful. I got pictures on my phone of it because I found it to be so fascinating. I know you said you dress like that year round, but I thought you was just meaning year round other than winter. You over there close to the Antarctic now at your temperatures and you still dress for Florida. Hey, Heavens Essential. Child, you done missed all the good stuff. But you can see my mouth's back to work and I'm healing. That was actually the topic. I don't know how we got on pies and the clothes people don't wear and the clothes people do wear. Oh Lord, that hurt. And we done got on the cotton, talking about cotton, and well, that's because I melted my nylon gown in front of a space heater. Not currently, no. Oh no, did we talking about when I was young? Okay, man, was it Tennessee then? Y'all, because we went to Tennessee, like y'all know where we traveled, but it might have been Tennessee, come to think about it, because you just said it was cotton fields. Anyhow, I know that's the prettiest stuff I ever seen. Now, how you gonna work on your messy yard and us keep you company? You can't be working. You need to take a break. Then let this be your break time. Yeah, we have cotton here, but not where we're located. Now, if you go just a little south, but the fields are broke up. They're sporadic because you got a lot of waterway fields, wetlands, canals, trying to just water, you know. Um, but I'm talking about as far as the eye could see, uh, cotton, you know, like it never ends. That's what I mean. There's cotton here, but it's like I say, it's in little bitty sections, so you don't get the pretty picture of it. Now, if you go extreme South Louisiana, yeah, you can, but not like wherever I saw it at. I wish Buddy was on here. He would tell me it might have been Tennessee, that it was just like it went on for miles and miles. It was really beautiful. Oh, you're sitting in the sun listening while building a vertical trellis. Sitting in the sun. Well, it's sunny out here, Robin. I ain't sitting out there. Mm-mm. Am I anywhere near Lafayette? I'm exactly about 3 hours from Lafayette. Um, my mama was born in Gaydon. So if you, Hodgepodge, if you're around the Lafayette, Karen Crow area, yes, that's where. But my family actually grew up in the Sulphur, Vinton, which is suburbs of Lake Charles. Did that answer your question? Hey, A1 Insurance, it's snowing. Well, you know I'm nosy. Where you at? Oh, you was born. Oh, and you grew up in Florida. So you was born in Lafayette. Hold up, your husband's is from Gaydon. Well, my mama was a Leger. And then Gaydon ain't big because you got the Leger Cemetery, the Leger store. Oh, yeah. I think say, God, 30 acres, you ain't 40 minutes. Indiana. So you tried to trick me. Oh, you're in Michigan. Oh, well, yeah, it's snowing in Michigan. Ooh, ooh, I saw I don't remember what I saw. It was on Food Network. That's how I learned about all these states because they travel and do. Boy, let me tell you what, there you talking about cold. Michigan was cold. Wait a minute, isn't Michigan the state for General Motors? Detroit, am I correct? A1? I think I'm correct. And isn't that Kid Rock's hometown? Yes. Hey, you sparked a memory of mine. The only reason I know Kid Rock's from there is because I was watching Triple D about 2 years ago. And he was showing him around his town. I want to say it was Detroit. He said he was from. Well, when will see that's it? Y'all could have cold temperatures. Think about it. And when that wind's coming, it cuts you like a knife. That's what makes it cold. But what did you say, my husband? His mama was a bro? Hmm. Y'all, I'm getting off topic. See, oh, hey, where'd y'all go? Oh, there you are. Sweet Jesus, everything went black. See, you and I gonna have to we gonna have to talk. We might be kinfolks. You never ever know. You never know. Oh, you could listen to me talk all day? Well, Buddy sure would appreciate you. He say his damn ear's getting tired. He can't listen to me all day. Oh, so you're the suburb of Detroit. Now, I got some kin folks in Jennings. Mm-hmm. Oh, your mother's maiden name was Vermillion? We may be, man, I'm gonna get out my family book, y'all, and I'm gonna do one of the lives, and I'm gonna mark it like y'all do y'all's, what is it, the ball books, and I'll see y'all on TV, well, on the computer, and y'all had a little sticky note sticking out your ball. Yeah, I don't do all that. Well, I don't look at my book like I should. But anyway, I'll do that. I'm gonna put little sticky notes, and I want to see if we can connect the dots. Telling y'all, everybody, y'all know we can some way or another. This world ain't as big as people think it is. Is it Dutch? Well, now, United, you probably know better than me. See, when I hear the word vermilion, leger, bro, I think of Cajun, not Creole. There is a difference, y'all. Creole is a blend of nationalities melted together. That's going to be more in your southern eastern part of Louisiana, down in the foot of the boot. Okay. You got your south central to southwest, where the heel of the boot and the arch of the boot. Okay. The heel and the arch. That's where you have Cajun. There is a difference. And the ones that know this, are from here, you would know. Which you can call me Creole, Cajun, you can call me anything you want, but there is a difference. And Cajun's actually my mother's grandmother, let me think, it'd been her grandmother, came from Nova Scotia, Canada. And the way the story goes in our family book, and a lot of it's in French, and over the years, my aunts and mom have written to the sides so us kids could understand it. Says that as they traveled, yes, United, the Atlantic. Give me a thumbs up, United. I remembered it. And they came across the toes and the arch of the boot, Louisiana. It looked familiar to them, and then they set up residence. That kind of summarizes what's in the book. Of course, it's real detailed, but that kind of summarizes a little bit of it. Your maiden name is Kennedy. Now, I don't know no Kennedys. My daddy, my birth name was Prudhomme with 2 M's and a hyphen. So I was a Prudhomme on my daddy's side and a Leger on my mama's side. Yes, I do, hodgepodge, and no, I don't. I speak broken Cajun. As children, my mom and her 8 siblings would always speak Cajun. They would, sometimes they would say, okay, this means this. But when French was brought into the school system, what they call, I don't know, the proper French, they felt that it would hurt us in school because Cajun speaking is a dialect. It's a slang to proper French. As we got older, young adults, they would say that they wished that they would have, because they didn't see our heritage and our way of life would diminish like it had. And I'm going back to when I was a young adult. They didn't foresee that this lifestyle and this culture was going to go away. I see that it's being brought back again. If you go deep into the arches of Louisiana, that some families are still staying true and traditional, but it has been lost. And so I use some words, and as far as those speaking in a full vocabulary, no, I cannot. And I regret for not saying, okay, even though I'm a young adult, please teach me, Mama. And then I buried my mom at 27. So, yeah, that's you know, that weighed heavy for a long time, as well as it did with all my other cousins and, you know, family members, that what our elders thought they were doing for us was helping us. It really wasn't. We lost a part of us, if that makes sense. I have no idea what time it is. Y'all know? Oh, are y'all still on there? Yep, there I am. I can see y'all. I didn't see nothing because I hit this thing and I was like, oh Lord. Yeah, I'm looking at myself. Yeah, I can tell you we still on there. Sweet Jesus. Leave it to me. Anyway, I didn't realize it. I've done talk since 11:20. But hey, I'm making up for lost time. I mean, I've gone a whole week now without these jaws moving. Y'all, they needed some exercise. And my fire's going out and my behind's starting to get a little cool, Rachel. I bet if you come over here and kick back in a recliner chair, Rachel, you would shuck that toboggan and all them clothes. Well, I don't know. I ain't shuck no clothes, but I'm starting to get a little chilly. Big time. I'm telling you, Rachel. You just drive on over. Y'all don't know what I'm doing up here. Let's see. I'm not sure that's how that goes. Oh, I don't know what I done, y'all, but I done something. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get off of here. Put me some more wood on the fire. Give me something warm to drink. And I think I'm gonna do some reading. Yep, y'all done sparked something. I think so. I'm gonna get my little books out, and I think I'm gonna. Did Tracy just get on here and out? Well, that's all right, Teresa. I thought maybe I done missed you, but I was like, oh Lord, I ain't even said nothing to Teresa. You just getting on here. That's all right. All right, everybody. I am going to shut this down. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed week. All of y'all who sent me well wishes, I appreciate it. It really warms the heart, and it makes recovery good, because it's like you got a cheerleading group out there, and to me, there's no better medicine. And I appreciate that. I just want y'all to know. So as we move forward towards the holidays, you know, let's cherish all of our friendships that we're making. And if there's someone out there that doesn't have someone, let them know that they're important. If nothing else, but buy a coat, a meal, a handshake gesture. That to me is what the holidays are. Because a lot of us are so blessed, but there's so many that may have never had what we have in friendships and family, or they lost them. So I try to always think of my neighbor. And I think that gives peace. So until Friday with Buddy and I want y'all to take care. Mwah.